Hi there, I'm Megan and I go by Solar Glow Meditations. Tonight we're going to have a distance Reiki session focused on healing your whole body, inside, outside, upside down. I had a request come through in the comments for somebody that is currently pregnant that is just feeling pain all over. So this isn't specific to pregnancy. So if just however you're feeling, we're going to cover the whole lot of everything. So let's see, before we get started, I do need your consent to work on your energy. So either out loud in the comments in your head, wherever you feel most comfortable, just agree to receive this energy healing. And then it would help me if you could subscribe. If you have requests, send those in the comments. And then I will be using crystals to help drive the energy. So if you're curious about what those are, I will link those in the comments as well. And if you're interested in an ad-free version of this, if you don't have YouTube Premium, I have this ad-free version as a member option in my channel. Okay, let's get started. The first crystal we're going to work with is selenite, and we're going to use this as a cleansing stone. We're just going to start by reading through all the different chakras and what's going on in your body. I'm going to start with the top down, and the energy that we're pulling out is pulling down towards the earth, down towards the floor, the ground, sending it down and out of your body. Let's see. Feels like your head is a little bit airy, a little bit spacey, if you will. You haven't had time to just quiet your mind down, because every time you try, your body is pulling you back to this ache and that ache, and it's kind of dragging you down mentally. Moving on to your third eye chakra. This is the pineal gland, the space between your eyes towards the middle of the back of your head. There's like a little bit of inflammation in your brain. Not in like a worrisome way, but like you're retaining water and maybe a little bit bloated, or if that will fall out in your gut. Let's go down and see what's going on with your throat. Getting this sense of almost shakiness, like your thyroid's working, but it's like a little hypertense, a little bit. Feels like it's on overdrive a little bit. Oh gosh, there's this desire to cry and let all this emotional baggage out of your throat. You can let that go if you need to, but do whatever feels right for you. Okay, moving down to your heart. What does your heart say? Okay, there's the physical aspect of your heart, and then there's the spiritual aspect. Your heart is working like it's supposed to, there's no issues there. But it can tell it's working a little bit harder than normal because of all these aches and pains and maybe what you've been consuming in your diet a bit. I'm getting the sense of a lot of salt. We're still going back to this water retention a little bit. Spiritually, it feels like your heart chakra it's open and it's moving, but it's tired. I'm not so concerned about the heart chakra. Let's keep moving down. So down in your solar plexus, you are stressed. I think we need that though. Your to-do list is so long that one of the ways that you're dealing with this stress is by consumption. It's not necessarily an overconsumption of salt, because there's definitely that water retention going on, but it's more so like you aren't getting enough fiber. You've been eating your vegetables. I'm not sure you have been. My confession is that I am also quite terrible at eating vegetables, and I have found a greens powder that is full of fiber and full of nutrients and is basically dried and blended up vegetables. You put that in water, and they've added some sweetener and juice concentrate, and it's actually very delicious. That's how I get my fiber in every day, or one of the many ways. Moving down to your sacral chakra. Okay. For the pregnant mamas out there, this is baby. For the nuts, I'm getting like two sets of information here. I'm feeling baby for pregnant mama, but there's also for the non-pregnant audience. Everything's working out here. There's for baby mama, this feels great. For everyone else, reproduction organs are phenomenal. I actually have no concerns in this chakra. Okay. Last, we're going down to your root chakra. You need more fiber. That is the gist of what I am getting here. Fiber and water. You need fiber to push your food through you, and the water to bulk it up. I'm getting in my head that that's not the correct medical terms. I don't actually exactly know how all of that works, so this is not medical advice. We're just going back to this. But regardless, the advice remains the same. You need the fiber and the water. Ooh, things are moving. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna keep going. The next crystal I've got here is Synth. It is a new favorite of mine. It is related to labradorite, I'm fairly certain, but it's really great for grounding, but in a magical way. So we just cleansed you out. You're already pretty well grounded, but there's like this element of fun we're adding in here. So just anything that is not serving you, including all that excess salt, we're sending that back to Mother Earth. She can pick it up in her oceans to help keep those fish salinated. I think that's the right word. Kind of bring you back into your body. We're kind of start to notice where some of those aches and pains are coming out. Oh, your shoulders, we're going to pluck that pain right out of there. Send that back down to earth. That little bit of headache from that brain swelling salt, we're pulling that out of your system, sending that back down to earth. There's some hip pain going on in here. Going to pluck that right out. Send it back down to Mother Earth. She can help some trees bend and grow in funny directions with the bentness from your hips, because trees like to reach for the sky and sometimes they need help bending to do that. And that pain from your hips that is bending in ways that we don't like, that can go help those trees. Good. Okay, those knees. Those knees are tired. Just allow them to melt into relaxation. Same with those feet. Good. While we're on the topic of grounding, I'm also going to pull out this bloodstone. Bloodstone is also a really fantastic grounder, but this is more for your bloodstream. Bloodstream. We're going to go down to kind of a micro level of your body's various fluid systems and kind of pull out some of this ickiness. This will help pull out some of the salt. But anything else that needs to be dragged out, maybe sent to your kidneys or your liver for processing. This really wants me to focus on your throat. Might have some swollen lymph nodes, maybe even behind your ears, kind of down in your jaw area. If you feel called to, you can just kind of give yourself a little bit of a jaw massage to even help that physicalness of the movement, of the flow. If you have not tried it before, gua sha is an absolutely phenomenal way to help with some of these lymph systems and getting drainage out. But you don't need the special tools or anything to do it. You can do it with your fingers. Just rub some of your lymph sites. So like right behind your jaw, right here in your face, kind of up through here in your sinuses. You can tap in your chest. This is a really good spot for it. Or even like the armpits. There's like a lymph node right there. Just massaging some of that stuff can help draw out the fluids, help that movement going. It's part of why exercise is so great, because it apart from just moving your body, it helps train some of those systems with the flow, the movement that you're putting your body through. Kind of that, like if you're jumping, for example, like it's that, those systems flowing. I'm somebody that likes to put my gua sha stones in the shower and then do it in the shower every day. Although I tend to forget and skip it more often than I should, but it's great too, because you can put like soap on your gua sha stones and use that to kind of slick through your face and your chest. Even if you don't feel called to do the physical movements on yourself, Spirit's telling me that this is going to get these things moving regardless. You're doing great. And the next thing we're going to work on is your mind. I know physical pain takes a huge mental toll on you. I know, I've been there. And I don't want to play the comparison game. Everybody has different levels of pain and experience with that, but the mental drain that you can experience, especially from chronic pain, can be so incredibly debilitating. And I don't think most people understand that or recognized it unless you've experienced it. And so while we're taking care of the physical pain, we're also going to work on the mental pain that goes along with it. And so I've got this piece of lepidolite with me. It's a heart, which I think is quite appropriate. Lepidolite has little bits of lithium on it. They call it the happy stone. It's not going to hurt anybody just holding this stone. But of course, if you're pregnant, I would definitely consult with a doctor or worried about having any of this rub off on your hands. This one's polished, so it's got a little bit of a barrier to it, but it's very, very minuscule what rubs off. But regardless, the energy of the lepidolite comes through the atmosphere and the energy to bring some happy vibes, oh, I feel that lightness coming through. You're doing great. Just let it flow, let it go. Let yourself smile if you feel the urge, even if you feel a little bit weird doing so, it's okay. Nobody's watching, nobody cares. You should let yourself be happy. Oh, I just got a yawn. If you're getting tired too, that's okay. If you need to fall asleep, let yourself. Sometimes the pain relief is just enough to get you through the hump to the part where you can sleep, because sometimes it can be such an inhibitor to that. So if you're starting to fall asleep, don't worry. This energy will continue to work on you, whether or not you're paying attention to it. The way I want to describe this right now is very slick, like what wants to go and stick is just everywhere. It's very happy to move. My shoulders just dropped. I'm gonna bet yours did too. Let that relaxation take over. Don't fight it, just let it happen. Great, you're doing so great. You should feel so relaxed right now. The next stone I've got for you is this piece of red jasper. This is the energy stone. Oh, I just got chills. Spirit likes this. This stone is here to give you back some of that energy that you need to thrive. Oh my gosh, it's kind of coming up from the earth and kind of working its way up your body, lower back, kind of all over your legs already, starting to work up your back, hitting mid-back, shoulders, neck, and all over your head. Oh, there goes the crown. This is returning some of the energy to you that has been expended and focusing on your body. That takes so much energy, so let's replace it with some fresh, clean energy to help your body work in optimal ways. Good. The last crystal I've got for you tonight is this piece of scolecite. It is a white crystal with quartz embedded in it. It's kind of an amplifier. It's kind of to bring you back up into your head a little bit and just to take this moment to feel your bodies in ways you have not felt in a very long time. Feel at peace, feel at home, Feel like your body is yours. That you are in command of your body, not the other way around. And to know that you can come back to this anytime you need to, anytime that the pain is bothering you. And I don't want you to focus on the fact that you think or know that the pain's going to come back. Because you can decide right here, right now, that it's not allowed to come back. And it shall be. If I could say that in a commanding way. Things are moving and grooving and flushing and exiting, and it feels like so much better. Just take a minute, notice, how do you feel? Do you feel different than when we started this session? I think this is the spot that I need to leave you for tonight. I hope you're doing great. I hope you get some wonderful rest and feel so much better. Thank you for being with me tonight. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.